got here like an hour ago and I took a shower. I wish I got some. Shit, I need some right now. I need all of that right now. Whatever I can get right now. Shit. I need some, yeah. I can't say anything. Can't say anything because I'm trying to behave. Okay. Thought you were married. You need love and fam. I know, Sam. I do. I am married. Some days I'm married, apparently. Keep it. That's today. So, what are you staring at? Court did not go as planned. Obviously, there's issues with the judge. She wants to be on the wrong side of history, and it's fine. We tried with the judge. Thank you, Dahlia. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Lulu. We tried. We tried to reconvince the judge. But God still has plans. So it's not over yet. Like I said, this is far from over. Well, I don't know where I'm going to stay. I'm only here for tonight. I was invited here by a follower, so thank you. And they just, they offered for tonight. He has last say so. What? So, she has told me that I can be here until tomorrow at 3 p.m. So I'm gonna make the most of it. I already took a shower. I am taking this to eat for right now. Thank you, Dean Toy 21. Appreciate it. Yeah, she's very sweet. She was very sweet. She was also super cute, but I can't. I can't. I'm not gonna hook up with my followers because that would be terrible, especially when I'm vulnerable. So that's not gonna happen. She was cute. She's cute, but I'm already talking to somebody else. So also, I can't say anything. But anyways, I'm gonna make the most of this time tonight to get my thoughts together. My body is worn out, you guys. I literally have no energy. I barely slept last night. And I know that everyone was hoping for feels good to be loved by people. Yes, thank you, Dean and Toy. I appreciate you. I think everyone is rooting for me, and I know that everyone wants a good outcome. I don't know if we're going to get, I'll be very honest with you guys, I really don't know if we're going to get it. I really don't know if we're going to get it. I thought we had a winning chance. Oh. Okay, this is kind of cute. I didn't even see that until just now. That's cute. All right, that's very cute. That's very cute. Y'all, that's very, very cute. Do you guys see what that says? Look at how she wrote that. That is so cute. Yeah, it's very sweet. I know. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I think I'll just keep this one. I never usually accept things from followers, but you know what? I will keep that one. That's very sweet. Thank you so much, Debbie. Appreciate it. I don't know what the plan is for the next step, because like I said, I'm not an attorney. but I have some wiggle room to play with here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to file an affidavit in the federal court. Now, I'm not a big fan of doing this because if I file an affidavit, I'm effectively giving up all of my privacy rights. Okay. This affidavit is going to explain to a federal judge why I need access into my space. And the sad part about this is that it's going to have to include everything. It's going to have to include my legal name. It's going to have to include the other purposes behind the access. Thank you, Sandy, for the roses. And it's not something I want to give up. But if it can get us to where we need to be, at least for the time being, thank you for the roses, then we have a winning chance to get the court's opinion. So the next step in the local case, however, thank you for the heart, Sandy, is going to be for us to file a notice of appeal. Now, before I do this, I'm going to let you guys know. Notices of appeals are oftentimes very straightforward, but the appeal itself is very hard to win. Okay. The injunction right now is a final order. But the value isn't lost, and here's the reason why. If you guys remember, I'm also suing CWLP, which is the City Water, Lights, and Power Company. When you look at the true factor and nature of why the violations occurred in the first place, the city claims that it's because there was no utility hooked up to the pod. So what I'm going to do is called a bait and switch in the local system. I'm going to sue City Water, Lights, and Power for failing to connect water to the pod. And then when I win that case, I will bring that up before a court at the federal level and say, see, the reason they violated my civil rights is because I wasn't able to afford obtaining the water in the first place, and that they receive federal funding for the replacement of water lines. This includes installation. So if I can convince a local judge at the civil level to agree on all the key findings and all the evidence, and we can sue the utility company, we can then use that as ammunition for the federal case. The city is then going to have to settle. If they settle, we can fix the violations that they claim have been incurred and regain access to the property. Now, I'm going to tell you guys that this is going to take a very long time. It's not going to be done in a month, and it's not going to be done in a couple days or even weeks. We're looking at potentially a 6-month-long turnaround. Now, here's the sad part. Who we're up against is not a joke. The city has refused access into City Hall. The city has refused access into building and zoning, which makes the entire process really difficult. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to start an entity. That entity is going to have to take full control and possession of the property. Once the property has been switched over to the entity, that entity is going to have to request a variance for the property. If the variance is denied, it shows further proof that the city's interest is not to fix the issue. It's to be the controlling factor of the property itself. So that's number one. Number two, in the current case between City of Springfield versus Colton Lexus, the focus now has to be shifted to the federal side. So even if the state court decides that I cannot enter the property or cannot live on the property, we still have a chance at the federal level. Keep in mind, there is currently a temporary restraining order pending. But what I'm going to do is, effective tomorrow, I'm going to file an amended motion for a temporary restraining order, which will include my signed affidavit. This will help the judge make a stronger determination as to whether or not they should grant or deny re-entry into the home. If we can get a federal judge on board with re-entry, we've effectively won a civil rights lawsuit because the judge is already on our side and has agreed on the likelihood of the merits of the case. Now, if the federal judge says no and the court plays out, it's not a final ruling, but we won't be allowed access. So because of this and because of this ongoing issue, I'm asking my followers to do what they can to help pitch in. What does this mean? I'm asking for donations. I don't want to ask. I don't like asking. But the only way for me to get properly housed while I'm fighting these cases is to ask for financial support. There is a GoFundMe. There is a link on the bio if anybody wants to give. If you've already given, thank you. If you continue to give, thank you. If you would like to give and you're a first-time donor, please go to the link in the bio. The funds from that link will be used to keep you updated as well as posted on my current situation. It will also help me fight this case, and I need your guys' help to do it. If we can win this case, it'll have a huge impact across the state of Illinois. My goal here is, thank you so much, Sam. Thank you so much, Warmer. My goal here is to bring housing back into the people, to convert lots into housing opportunities for veterans, for children, for moms with children, with fathers with children. It's to allow people who are currently displaced a second chance at housing, and it must be done. It needs to be done before winter. So I'm going to make some phone calls to our state representatives. I'm going to start working on the bill. I'm going to start working on the bill for the PODS Act. And the goal here is to allow people back access into their homes. So you can't go on the property. I can go to my property, I just can't live there. So I can't sleep there. That's basically what that means. I cannot sleep there. I cannot sleep inside the pod. That's basically what they're saying. It doesn't mean I can't sleep on my property. It just means I can't sleep inside the pod. So I'm not staying anywhere now. I'm here at a friend's house just for tonight. They can only host on random days. It's not consistently. It was done out of complete courtesy, so I'm only here for tonight. I have no clue where I'm going tomorrow, and as you guys know, I don't have any funding to support another week at a hotel. So some key dates is August 17th. And I want to bring this up because it's actually in alignment with what we're fighting right now. The City of Springfield's City Water, Power, and Lights company is being sued. And today, I have been able to successfully process both the fee waiver and supporting documentation before a judge and before the county sheriff. So the sheriff is going to serve CWLP in 2 weeks. When that happens, there's going to be a notice for a hearing. There's already a hearing date scheduled. I'm going to go to the county on the 17th at 9 a.m. It is being heard by a different judge. Thank freaking God. So this means we have a chance of winning the lawsuit for CWLP at the local level. Now, my only concern with this is if it's going to be handled by the same attorney. Because as you know, the City of Springfield has an attorney, Corporation Counsel, but I don't know if Corporation Counsel will also represent CWLP, since it's also owned by the city. So why is this important? A couple reasons. If we can get water back into the property, if we can show that we've made an effort to get even the slightest amount of utilities into the property, we can prove on a second chance hearing that there is utilities on the property. If we can get utilities back in the property, we can try to get re-entry into the property, even if it's a small portion of it. The city cannot deny me access if there is some form of utilities like water in the property. Currently, there is cable on the property, and that constitutes as utilities. but it's not running water. If we can get at least running water, I can get a camper heater that allows you to convert hot water, which means we would have both cold and hot running water. With those things implied on the property, the city has no choice but to allow re-entry into the home. So there's a couple things here, a couple angles I'm looking at, strategic angles, to acquire access back to the garbage service doesn't count. I already tried that. So we installed cable. Technically that counts, but I'm saving that piece of evidence for the appellate court. I did not include it in today's hearing, and I don't believe that it would have mattered. So we're going to do what we can there. You're confused about what's going on. So I got evicted from my own house because I chose to live off-grid, and I have my own utilities. The eviction was extremely unlawful, unjust, and unjustified. The city of Springfield, the city I live, chose to ask a county judge to evict me from my home. This was basically an eviction, an unlawful ruling by a judge who had 3 times to intervene and chose not to. So I am going to do 2 things here. On Monday, I'm going to file my notice of appeal. I'm going to give it a week before I do. This is an important and most critical step. When I file this notice of appeal, I'm also going to have to file the appeal itself and explain to the higher courts why this case needs to be overturned. Simultaneously, this will allow for a federal judge to intervene at some point. And at some point in the next 2 weeks, a federal judge will intervene. But before it can intervene, I must rewrite the temporary order so that it shows this new hardship. So tomorrow I'm working on amending the emergency motion that was filed in the federal courts. If a federal judge can grant a temporary stay, I will be allowed access back into the home while the city is being sued. Then on the 17th, I can sue their water company. Once I sue their water company successfully, I'll be able to put water back in the property. Once I put water back in the property, I can then hopefully convince the appellate court to reconsider this preliminary injunction. Now, even if this case is done and dismissed and there's an order, blah, 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 I can file my own preliminary injunction at the very end. So I'm not sure if you saw my question. Do you plan to work to help raise some of the funds? What? Okay, I don't think you understand. I have no options for work right now because I don't have anywhere to stay. And I'm literally dealing with 4 different cases all at the same time. So if you're asking me if I'm going to be working while this is happening, the first question is where I'm going to stay. There's no way to fix the work part without first knowing where I'm going to stay. So those 2 simultaneously go hand in hand. If you say, well, just go get a job first and then figure that out later, that's not possible. I have to be able to sleep first. I can't go to work without proper rest. So Neo says no car. No, I don't have a car, sadly. It would be nice if I had a car because I could just sleep in there. Where are you staying now? Well, I'm not staying. I'm only here tonight. And this is at a friend's. It's not in the city of Springfield, so I'm not in Springfield right now. I'm nowhere near Springfield right now. It took about an hour to get here. We're not allowed to sleep in the car either. Oh, God, I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know, Mario. I didn't even know that. So, yes, it's pretty fucked up because, as you guys know, I built my own home. I purchased my own property. And I had no intentions of connecting to the city's water supply. Okay. I didn't care about it. It was not something I was required to do. Now they're trying to tell me that I'm required to do it, and that's why they kicked me out. So, no, I don't reply to anything, guys. I'm aware of what people are doing in the comments, so just ignore the trolls, guys. So, where are we at with this case now? I'm going to draft up an appeal. When I'm good and ready, I will file a notice of appeal in the state court. When I file that notice of appeal, I have, I believe, 15 extra days to actually do the appeal. It was a new build and they were trying to force install. It was a new build and they needed me to have their shit, but they're also saying it has to be bigger and it has to be on a foundation. And in order for it to be a home, they are asking that it is on a foundation. They're asking for all the shit that a regular house is, basically. That's what it is. But who has $60,000 to $80,000 worth of money to just throw at a whole new big house that you don't need? And the whole purpose of my religion is to live minimally, so it doesn't make sense for me to just build a big house. Even if I had the money, it would not make sense. It wouldn't be economical for me. Why do I want to be in debt for 32 years paying off a mortgage? It makes absolutely no sense. So the whole purpose of my lifestyle is to be debt free. That's quite literally the whole purpose of this tiny house. Right. How did they ever find out you were staying there? Well, I mean, they drove by and they saw it and they asked. So if you look at today's economy, today's housing economy, which I don't even call an economy, it's not an economy, it's just flat out housing. The housing market, the housing economy today is quite literally hurting people. May I ask what religion? I was glad I told you about Helping Hands. Yeah, that organization is quite seriously fucked up. I'm a Celestican, so I believe in the return of Jesus Christ. And I believe in living in the way that Jesus Christ taught us, which is humble, minimal, and living to the standards of God. This means to separate yourself from governance and choosing to live a lifestyle that is in accordance with God's will. This means creating and taking care of the space, which is the land that God created. Think of it like Adam and Eve. When Adam was created in God's image, he was told to take care of everything around him, as to not take a huge amount of space, as to not think of materialistic things. Think of Jesus Christ when he was born. He was born in a stable, something very small. He didn't have a lot of room, and most of his whole life, he was homeless. He actually didn't have a home per se, because in the real sense of who he was, this is not his home. Obviously, he doesn't really belong here, but this is his creation, and this is God's creation, and God plans to reclaim his creation, and that when that happens, obviously, we know from the book of Revelation that God intends to rebuild it, and that's by creating a new heaven and a new earth. So what is a Celestican in that sense? A Celestican is someone who believes in the return of Jesus Christ and can testify that Jesus Christ exists. Someone who has either died and come back or died. Because when you die, you're already in either heaven or hell. So you're exposed to the spiritual sense of the other side, if you will. I died when I was 6.5 and I came back. I was given a second chance, a second opportunity. So that's what makes me a Celestican. Ironically, Jesus Christ is also a Celestican because he died and he came back, but he rose from the dead. So he's the first Celestican that there ever lived. So a Celestican is somebody who's been exposed to the Holy Spirit in one form or another by Jesus Christ or God. And this can be through death. This can be through touching elements. Like in this case, Moses was a Celestican. These are people that God has chosen to put in the working plan toward redemption. Elijah, Moses, Noah, Adam, right? These are all people, Abraham, and all of his disciples are automatically Celesticans. Celesticans are individuals who live by the teachings of both God through Christ in the redemption of the new heaven and the new earth. They await upon the Lord to come back. Jesus says that no man knows the hour of day of my return, not above the world or below the world. So this is how Celesticans, or people, are supposed to live. We're not supposed to be going to work 9 to 5, working for Caesar. If you remember, Jesus said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. God did not intend humans to go to a 9 to 5 job every day. He intended them to take care of the creation. That was the whole purpose of why he made the animals first and then humans afterwards. The whole purpose of creation was so that we could care for his design, that we could care for his natural order, that we could care for what he built our life around. Not to ignore the callings that we've been given, not to ignore the purpose that has been set before you and me. And so when somebody chooses to live a life that is minimal, small, and care for the land that God gives them, what you're effectively doing is saying, hey, Lord, I'm waiting for your return. I'm not here pleasing Caesar, in other words, the government. I'm not here selling 160 hours of my time for an income when I'm supposed to be pleasing you. So it's getting rid of all of the distractions. Being a Celestican is getting rid of all of the distractions. No TV, no pets. I mean, you can have a pet, but it's objective not to. You're not supposed to have a bigger space, because the idea is that you take care of the things that you have. By having a bigger space, you accumulate more things. By having a smaller space, you appreciate the smaller things. But it also prevents you from getting outside of your course, which is to worship and love God. So there is a difference between somebody who buys a house and then says that they're a Christian versus somebody who builds a house, a small house, and says that there's a Celestican. The difference is very clear. A Celestican uses the skills that God teaches them to build their life around Christ, and uses that same methodology and the principles to live that lifestyle. It's not just saying, oh yeah, I'm a Christian. No, you're actually living the lifestyle. And that's exactly what it's intended to be. Now, and for those of you that are like, well, yeah, I'm a Christian, Jesus Christ is coming back one day. Sure, but you're not going to know because you're going to be at work 9 to 5. You're not going to know because you're stressed about paying rent. You're not going to know because you've got kids in a relationship somewhere that, is impeding your direct relationship with God. Now, I'm not saying you can't have kids. I'm not saying you can't be married. I'm married. Okay. Jesus had 12 disciples, right? So he had a network, a group of people that he was surrounded by almost all the time, because it kept him in line, and it reminded him of what he was there to do. And also vice versa. Each one of those disciples had an obligation to fulfill, and that was to remain close to Jesus. It was the objective. It was the sole purpose of being a disciple. So when you look at that instance in the world today, that's not happening. But what's really insane is how God prepared a place for me, and that's Carpenter Street. Ironically, the name of the street is the very principle, the very foundation of what Jesus became, which is a carpenter, and what he lived, which was a fisher of men, and the promises he made, which is the act of worship, and the humbleness that he gave, which is a solidarity for those that cannot defend themselves. So the truth is this: a true Celestican is the obedience all the way down to the very core of the life and purpose that is being representing down to the core. Because if you say, oh, I go to church every Sunday, going to church is not an act of worship. Oh, but I pray to God every day. Praying to God is not an act of worship. It's the continuation, the continued relationship, and the not intermittent times between those two. because anybody can go to church on a Sunday, even the devil. It doesn't change. It doesn't change the calling. It doesn't give God glorification knowing that you just simply went to church. You can go to church, but did you ask the questions? You can go to church, but did you exercise the teaching? You can go to church, but did you make an effort to save somebody while you were there? That's the question that Jesus is going to ask you. Sure, you knew my name, but did you practice my teachings? Did you exercise the foundations in which I came? And you're going to say no. And so when it comes time for judgment, God is going to say, I didn't know you. I don't know you. You never knew me. You heard of me, but you didn't exercise the things that I taught you. You didn't actually do the things every single day. You took breaks. You chose Caesar over me. You chose money. And you only gave me one day out of the week. That's not living a Christian lifestyle. That's choosing Caesar over God. So yes, a true Celestican says no. Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. If you are truly in God's redemption plan, there is no course for Caesar. In other words, you're not, if you're forcing yourself to live by societal means, which is having a big house, a car, or a job, fine, no problem. But what's going to happen when you're 65 years old? You have to retire, right? So you're only going to give a fraction of your life to God, which you may not even have, because at 65, not everyone's allowed to have that opportunity, right? But let's just say you've never heard of God, and that you didn't retire, and that you worked your entire life for Caesar. Okay. Is there still a chance for redemption? Yes. But you don't test redemption on the faith-based standard, knowing that you can get redemption later on. God's not going to allow that. He sees that as being deceitful in faith. He's not going to say, oh yeah, well, he's going to ask for forgiveness towards the very end, and I'm going to have to give it to him because I'm a forgiving God. That's not how that works. God only gives you one chance, really, only one chance. You can ask for forgiveness when you fuck up, but God only gives you one opportunity to keep that promise. And if you don't, that's on you. So, if you ask me, what is a Celestican? The true definition of a Celestican is by exercising the very faith and the foundations that Jesus taught. That's what a real Celestican is, because when Jesus does come back, and there is a new heaven and there is a new earth, you're not changing your course. You're still living exactly the way that you were living when you were on earth before it was remade, which is what makes you a Celestican in the first place, is that you had the promise, you committed, you followed through, and you continued through the entire process, which is why I get upset when people say, why don't you just buy a house? Right. Buy a house or make one according to God's plan. There's a difference. There's a really, really big difference. If you buy a house, you're stuck with Caesar. If you make a house, you're stuck with God. And that philosophy is very true. Jesus even taught it. The man who built his house on a rock versus on sand. The one who built it on sand used cheap materials. He flaunted his money and his house got washed away. But the one who built it took his time, had a house that was stronger. And the philosophy with that was actually not even the house. He was saying, if you take the time to follow my principles, I will make you literally stronger. That's exactly what's happening right now. And you know what's really happening? Caesar's mad about it. Caesar is upset about it. The government is upset that I am choosing to live in the way that God is asking me to do so, through evicting me from my own home. Now, this could be Satan using his army of demons to attack me personally because I'm a Christian. This could be the government, defying natural order and what God intended. This could be a bunch of different things. But when you look at the legal spectrum of what this is, it's a violation of civil rights. And as you know, and I've said this before, God is on my side. I may not win today, I may not win tomorrow, but victory has already been made. So for those of you true believers out there, that's what it is. That's the real fact, is that the victory has already been won. Jesus has already been nailed to a cross and resurrected on the third day. So, and yeah, today it's about me being evicted. But tomorrow it'll be about the genocide. Tomorrow it'll be about the crazy things happening on the other side of the world that we haven't even talked about yet. The things that the Bible calls prophecy, that I can't talk about because I'm not allowed to. But I will tell you this. What's happening right now is an exact purpose that was intended to happen. And whether you believe in God or not, you're going to start seeing more and more of these things. And there's no denying that the book of books is what we call it, not the Bible. The book of books literally spells it out perfectly. So that's where I'm at in my life. My goal now is to continue to fight for God's plan, and that is to redeem people back into salvation. And that is to allow people an opportunity to get closer to God through housing. God is saying, I'm tired of my people living on the street like cattle. God is saying, I am tired of my people suffering to worship me. When we spoke to Jason, who was homeless, downtown Springfield, remember what he first said? He moved because he said that God told him to. He believed that God directed him to a new opportunity, and that was mechanical engineering. God gave him the skills to learn that trade, and he learned it, and he did with it what he could. But he was denied the trade when given the job opportunity, and instead is now on the streets. He left a perfect home with a great income to serve God. That's true discipleship. That is true discipleship. Reminds me of the story in the temple where Jesus saw and witnessed an old lady giving the last of what she had. And what did he say? Blessed is this woman who gave everything she had. What is it for a man to gain the whole world but lose everything? That's exactly what's happening here. You know what's really funny about this story? Yes, I've lost my home, my adopted father, my husband, my pets. I've lost my money. I have lost my family, my real family. But if it's one thing I have not lost, is my body, my soul, and my faith. The government cannot take those things away from me because those were here. They remain steadfast. And even if they take my body, you will never take my soul. This soul has already been signed for. It's already been proclaimed. And it doesn't belong here. It belongs there. And when the time comes, I will come back. Because the Bible says, the book of books says, that every knee will bow, whether you want to believe in it or not. So today I might be homeless. Tomorrow I might be homeless. 10 years from now I might be homeless. But when my time is done here, you all are going to go back on these videos. You're going to watch. You're going to say, holy shit, he was right. Because I am right. I've come a long way. I am 10,000 miles away from where I once came from where I was born. And if you think that God led me to this moment just to fail, it's not going to happen. I am not the failing plan. Yeah, I didn't win in today's court, but God has other plans. This isn't his only plan. God has other plans. So if I don't win today, don't worry. We're going to get there, and if not with me, someone else. I am not the failing plan. I am simply preparing the path for somebody else to take after me. And if I cannot complete the task at hand, I know for sure, somewhere, somehow, God will send someone else. And that's the real truth of it. So, the city of Springfield has never heard of Celestica until now. The state of Illinois has never heard of Celestica until now. The United States of America has never heard of Celestica until now. The earth has never heard of Celestica until now. That's because for thousands of years, Celesticans have chosen not to talk about this very moment. until now. Why now? Because now is the time to prepare for the coming of Christ. Now is the time to prepare. God says to prepare for my return. I'm coming soon. And when he does come, every single knee shall bow. Every single knee. So while we're talking about building and zoning on Carpenter Street, God is laughing hysterically upstairs saying, no, you've got this wrong. I built this world. This is my kingdom. I'm the one who gave him this land. It's named after my beautiful son, Carpenter Street. I gave him the numbers 1705 to reflect what he stands for. One God, 7 days of creation, 0 sin in my son, and 5 kingdoms of heaven. Those are perfectly aligned with the values that I've created and set before him. And he's also laughing, saying, this is not the end. This is not the end. I am Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. That's what he's saying up there. And that's why I'm not worried. The judge can have her day in court, but she's not my judge. I think we all know what we mean by that. She's not my judge. There's someone far greater than her or any court in this country that does the judging perfectly. That does the judging perfectly. I forgive the judge. I've already forgiven her. I looked at her dead in the eyes today, and I think she knew. I forgive her. She doesn't know the pain I feel on the inside. She doesn't know that I'm suffering. She doesn't know that I'm dealing with all the stress, that it hurts. But she's on the wrong side of history. But it's not finished yet. It's not finished yet. We have a lot of work to do. I'm going to continue to keep focusing on the task at hand and just keep pushing through, you guys. And if people want to support me, thank you. If you don't, keep watching. That's all I got to say. If you want to say something bad about me, fine. It's not going to change what I'm going to do. Hi, Valeria. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. If you, thank you, Dahlia. If you are not with me, that's fine. But all I got to say is this. If God is with me, there's no way in hell you're going to stand against me. Even if I'm not here, it doesn't matter. I'm only here, like I said, to prepare for the coming of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And that's it. If the rest of you want to judge me for it, if you want to say, oh, he's fake or that or this, that's fine. But let me remind you, my Father knows my heart better than I do, better than you do, because he's the one who made it. So how can you say that you know who I am deep within when you've never seen this heart? You've never felt its beat. You're only judging from the outside. You should run for mayor. I've thought about it. And when that time comes, not yet, but when that time comes, we will get to that step. Thank you, but I don't want to be president. I appreciate it, but I don't want to be president. Bro, you smart as fuck. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. I've had many opportunities in my life where I could have done things like that, but this is not where God wants me. You have to remember, I am not here to serve Caesar. I am not here for the love of money. I am not here to take. I am here to remind people there's another way. This is not the only way. There is another way. There's another purpose. To stop struggling day in and day out. To focus your true purpose forward in a different direction. When I was a kid, I would always tell myself, because I was afraid of the dark for a very long time, I would always tell myself, if you've always looked for light above you, you'll never see the darkness below you. Let me repeat that. If you always look for a light above you, you will never see the darkness below you. You know what's beautiful about that? It reminds you that there's two parts to this planet, above and below. Beginning, the end. And so, as long as my feet are on the ground and I'm choosing to look up and say, you know what? Maybe this isn't the time. Maybe this isn't the day. But somewhere in the middle, somewhere in this middle, I'm still standing, right? I'm not down there. I'm not up there. I'm in the middle. I'm standing. And as long as I'm standing, I'm good. Oh, wise one, Colton, what religion do you follow, great one? I don't follow a religion. I'm a Celestican. So there's a difference between religion and Celestican. I know it confuses people, but it's the things that I've been taught through the man upstairs. So, one of the things that he will say, I'm here to I'm here to serve you. I can't with you. The trolling in the chat is perfect. Thank you so much. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. I can't with the username. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you, Delia. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. That's good. You guys kill me. I can be going through the worst moment of my life, and you guys could just literally light me up somehow. It's funny. I could literally get hit by a fucking truck, and I'd be like, thanks. Like, seriously, that's funny. Who's doing a guest request? Let's see what's going on. Oh, looks like we have a guest request from Grandma. Talk about Jesus. Well, I can't. I'm not really supposed to talk about Jesus because that's something that you guys are supposed to do the research on. If I tell you about my brother, he's not going to be very happy. What's for dinner? An apple a day keeps Satan away.
Hey Colton, how are you?
From a scale of 1 to 0,
Great. Say
what?
great. Say great.
From a scale of 1 to 0, great.
Yes, you're great. You're
no,
great.
because that would
You're still breathing and you're upright.
That would be lying if I said I was great. So I can't do that.
Huh? Oh, you have to claim greatness, honey.
Have you met Gabby? She's Satan's Satan's best.
And Colton,
Hmm?
you have to claim greatness. Speak it into reality.
I'm not here for that. That's not what I've been sent for.
Uh,
This is not about me. This is about God's people. Nothing to do with me. I'm just setting the standard at this point. Or trying to, at least, without getting killed in the process. But more than likely, you'll probably get killed in the process. Because that historically has shown to be what has happened to most of God's children. So if they do that to me, at least know that I gave it everything.
okay. So did you find somewhere to stay?
Well, I didn't find somewhere to stay. Someone had offered. Thank you, Dahlia. I'm staying here for one day.
Okay. Mm-mm.
Well, Grandma's sister just called. She has no idea that I'm alive right now. Do you guys, okay, do you guys not, he's gone to heaven already. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you. When I die, I'm actually not going to heaven, but yes, thank you. That's very sweet of you. Uh, oh, there she is. There's sister. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. No, you're not? Of course not. So, no, I'm not going to hell either. By the way, you can't go to hell. You have to be sent there. There's a difference between going there and being sent there. I'm not going to heaven. I have to be sent there. I
So,
know, so good.
okay.
See, there you go. I think they get it now. I'm not going to heaven. I'm getting sent there. Hey, you guys wanted specific. I gave you specifics. Some people are like, go to hell. I'm like, thanks for the permission, but I don't have a way to get there. I have no directions. Can you open up on Google Maps? Because I can't. I have to be sent there. I can't go there. I summon you to darkness for eternity. I don't know what the lingo is up there. Well, actually, it's Sultanas mirimentero, vivos chloros fortur vas. Not you. Ti per te, that's not you per te. Wait, I said that. Do you just work anywhere, or are you just Colton too smart for people? Como storia? Deshna. Cats. Um. So yeah,
So you're good for tonight?
I think I'll be okay. Just for tonight, yeah.
Just for tonight?
Thank
Okay.
you, Jen, for likes. Appreciate it. For real, been reading comments forever, and some people are straight up relax, Sam, relax, bud. Um, I just, I'm very specific in my choice of words, I guess. I am not perfect.
No one is.
Humans make mistakes. Angels make mistakes. Look at Lucifer. Well, actually, he didn't make a mistake. He's dumb. And but God never makes mistakes. So, Grandma, what are you up to?
I'm just relaxing,
Again,
trying to get to the next.
must be nice to just sit and relax, huh?
Yeah. Mm.
Must be nice to lay down in a bed somewhere. God does not
Well,
make mistakes.
you'll be fine. Working on it to get there.
Did you guys know I ended up getting a what's it called? What are those things called that you sleep on? They're not beds.
Cot. A cot.
A cot.
Mm-hmm.
I think of the word for that.
It's a cot.
Distreco. So I got one of those things, futon, I guess, and I kid you not, because it's been so long since I've actually slept on a regular bed. When I laid down on that for the first time in like 8 months, I was like, holy, my world just like opened up. My back was like, I'm floating on clouds. Now you're just teasing me. How come you get to eat that and I don't? You get to eat fish and I don't. And that walk. Well, I gotta show you guys this cat. It's really cute.
There's a cat.
Yes, but this one doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying. So give me 1 second.
Mm.
Hold on, guys.
It's so pretty, yeah. Oh. Mm.
Yes. Keep it. Keep it. There you go. I know, right? They're so pretties. Hello there, pumpkin. Hi. I know. She's so cute.
Mm.
I'm trying to get her to tell me her name, but she's not doing it. She doesn't know me very well. That's why she's not wiggling her tail yet. Wiggle your tail. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh, nope. I gotta stop petting her. She doesn't like that one right there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, help us.
She will. She has.
Mm.
Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Mm-mm. That's not my friend Colton.
Mhm.
Oh my God, I don't like cats. Yeah. No, don't do that.
What? I
You
told her.
don't do.
I told her to sit. So she's sitting. Watch.
No, sir. No, no. People different. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't do that, Colton.
Do what?
Yeah. Jesus of His mercy. No, sir.
Why are you bringing me? Why are you bringing me? Watch her sit on me.
No, sir.
Hi. All right. I'm gonna lay down. Estar ahí. Estar ahí. Estar ahí. Keep it.
Mm-mm.
Estar ahí. Las cosas. Las cosas.
You can't be a good and running curve. Like, Jesus of His mercy. Poor thing. Mm-mm. Jesus Christ. Colton, you're making me crack up. Even you feeling sick. Uh, mm. You can't do that, Colton. No, no, no. Don't do that.
Do what?
No, sir. You have an issue. You don't know the people in the chat. You gone. No, sir.
She likes me. She speaks my language. That's why. So Deshna means come, and then Svastika. All animals speak Svastika. They know exactly our toes. You're switching your ears, you guys.
Oh my lord. Colton, I have this cat all over him. No, sir. You're not afraid, Colton?
It's not. What would I be afraid of? Yes, Grandma. Are you a cattle auction? What does that even mean? I have no clue what that means. Grandma, you might want to go.
My noisy.
Yes, you're very noisy.
Noisy. My background is noisy. Yeah. Okay, you and your cat.
Not my cat. Yes. He's gonna sneeze if I don't move.
What?
He's gonna sneeze if I don't move, and I can tell. So I'm gonna move.
So you're gonna move?
Mm.
What's that? Oh my god.
Yeah. Weird. I know. Okay.
Oh, she's scared of you're a lion, Colton?
Huh?
They said, yeah, she's scared of the lion. Who's the lion? You?
Get her to get off. I could say something like this. She's tired. She's tired. That's what it is.
And you're tired too.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally and physically, eh?
Yes. Hi, pooper scooper. Oh.
Oh, she's 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 really really relaxed, putting her hands on you.
Yes.
Orange cat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, kitty, kitty, kitty. She's purring now. Can you hear it, guys? Can you hear that?
Mm.
She's very happy. Okay, good night.
Be careful now. These cats carry in.
Good night. What if I just sit down here with the cat tonight? Goodbye, kitty.
I could never do that.
Grandma's just afraid of cats. Yeah.
I could never do that. I would be dying. I would be in the hospital by now.
Why?
Yes, my allergy would have been just, oh, they would have to take me. I would have to get a EpiPen. Couldn't. I'm very, very. Ooh.
You have to understand.
You're a cat man.
Yeah, man.
You're a cat lover. Yeah, I know that. You're a cat lover.
I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
all kinds. Can you tell people to follow you? No.
Who, me?
No, there's a Nolan says, can you tell people to follow me?
Oh,
No, Nolan, I will never do that.
no, you don't do that. You
I will
don't do
never.
that.
Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it.
Ay, ay, ay. At least you get some de-stressing, Colton, you know. So,
Yeah, energy. That was kind of weird, no.
huh?
You just randomly came in this chat with that request. That's because we why do you want people to follow you? Baseball, dirt bike
People
taken.
are telling you should do battles.
You should do a battle call and I got you. Oh,
You
thank you
got
for
to,
that.
yes. If you do, try a battle and see what it turns out to be like. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, let's go. Hold on, guys. Hold on, chat. I'm not gonna disconnect you. Okay?
Yes, yes. I don't mind get off. Yeah, thanks.
Oh my God. Iconic. Why would you say things like that? Yes, I know. I know. Kisses? 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 Okay. Go. Go. Oh yeah. Iconic is kind of weird, y'all. I'm gonna block that. That's crazy. That's a weird thing to say in the chat, y'all. Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. It's Mary. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Hi. Oh, thank you. Okay, go play now. Go on. I know you want attention all day, every day. I know the cat's really cute, chat. Like, the cat is so cute. Hi, beautiful. Okay, I gotta go. Yes, yes. Okay. I'm staying at a friend's place for tonight. Um, hi. I'm staying at a friend's place for tonight. And I'm gonna be out of here on tomorrow. I'm so tired, you guys. I literally had like no sleep last night. I'm only here till tomorrow, chat. Only here till tomorrow. Do the battle. Okay, let's try to do the battle. Let's see. How do I do the battle? Let me see. Guys, I'm trying to figure it out. thank you. Okay, I'm gonna block the Let's Go Barbie thing because, sorry, that's kind of weird. I have no idea who I'm battling. I have no clue how to even do it. So let me see chat. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I have no clue. Oh. I don't really know how any of this works. I'm looking and I have no clue how this works. I'm trying to figure it out. What's going on, chat? What's going on? Yeah, it won't let me like do the it won't let me actually do it. Miss G, welcome back. Welcome back, Lily. Welcome back, guys. Low key, I'm very hungry right now. Who wants to come cuddle? Who wants to come cuddle with me and just say fuck it? Now accepting cuddle applications. Oh my god. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now accepting cuddle applications, chat. As Nav, what's going on? Cuddles, yay. I wish I could show you guys this house. It's really, really cute. Like, literally really cute. Where's the link to apply? I don't really know. I don't know where there's a link to apply. Destar aí, keep-te. You guys, my hair is getting long. Look at this. It's getting long, chat. It's getting long. I'm getting old. Look, I've got a scruff. I'm getting old, chat. I can't believe I've had this for like 3 days now. Should I keep this, you guys, or should I shave it? Should I keep it? Looks very good. Looks nice. Oh, thank you. You like this? Keep it? Oh no. Oh no. Everyone says keep it. Yes, keep it? Okay. I'll keep it. We'll keep it. Thank you for the follow, Wits Creation. Appreciate you. Welcome back, guy. Guys, I've got like nose hairs coming out of my nose now too. I'm getting hella old. I'm getting old. I'm doing this thing now with my beard. Oh my god. What's up? I know. Unfortunately, we lost today's case, but we're still gonna continue. What is underneath me right now? What am I sitting on? It's poking my back. Hold on, chat. Am I sitting on something? What am I sitting on? A rock. Oh my god. A cat toy. And you know, she actually does have a cat toy. It's on like this lanyard. As soon as I saw it earlier, I was like, that's so cute. It's so cute. I literally had a long day today, guys. I had a long day today. As soon as the judge made that ruling, I just felt crushed. I was like, how can you keep doing this to me? Thank you, Nepia, for the follow. Appreciate you. I'm so stressed. I am so stressed right now. Thank you, Crystal, for the follow. I appreciate you. I took screenies of you and kitty cuteness. Oh my god, thank you. That's awesome. Send them to me. I want to see them. So I can show my friend when she gets back home. You know, I was going to like adopt a cat, and of course now I can't. I was gonna adopt a dog and I can't. Are any of my followers who are watching right now in Springfield who would be willing to hold me over for like at least 3 days? Is anybody in Springfield right now? Chat, are we from Springfield? It's okay, you can name this one. Do we have anyone from Springfield? No. Dang it. Well, we'll have to keep trying. I wish I would let you stay. Thank you, Dahlia. That's so sweet of you. I just need to figure out, I just need like time to figure out. Oh, we've got one. There we go. We've got one. Angela. Okay, I'm going to follow you back real quick. Abby. Hola, saludame, pero I have no idea what you're saying. If you're in Springfield, can you DM me? I need somewhere to stay for 3 days minimum so that I can put my life in order. Because right now I don't have anywhere to go. And if you could do this for me, it would be greatly appreciated so that I can focus on this case and we can try to have a win. It's very hard to work on this case without a place to stay, guys. It's been draining me. I literally feel drained. So, who here, who was it in the chat? Are you able to host me? Angela K, could you host me for a few days? Would that be too much to ask if you could host? I'm sure you're already aware of what's going on in the news because it's in the news. I don't know if she's still here with us, guys. Thank you, Dahlia, for the likes. I hope I'm saying your name right. I really hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Dahlia or Dahlia? Chat, I am so tired. Yes, you saying it right. Thank you, Jan Juju. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Thank you, Sharif, for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi, what's going on? Hi, Sharif. Chat, I am hungry. Cook something, take a nap. Everything good? I'm hanging in there. I'm staying at a friend's tonight. She can only host me tonight. I will message you. Thank you. Please DM me. I just went and followed you back. Here, let me just screenshot so I remember what. Thank you, guys. Anything is greatly appreciated. I don't have much. I could offer like maybe $20 a night from donations that I've been getting. Just enough to hold me over, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, this shirt, I feel like I'm too hot, so I'm gonna take off real quick. It's too hot, chat. Oh no, my necklace. You guys, my necklace has gotten so dirty. Look at this. It's like so dirty right now. I will message you. Thank you. Thank you. Who's sending a guest request? Sharif. What's going on, Sharif? We're not doing any guest requests right now, guys. No guest requests. Not right now. You at a hotel? No, sadly not at a hotel. I'm at my friend's house. It's a cute house. But I'm only here for the time being. It's not in Springfield. Fortunately, I need to be in Springfield so that I can take care of these cases and we can have a win. If we can have a win in this case, it's going to be a huge deal for the neighborhood. It's going to be a huge deal for the city. It's going to be a huge deal for those who are literally struggling. Soccer lover, thank you for joining. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. I will message you. Thank you, Sharif. Appreciate you. Thank you, Don, for the likes. Thank you, Dahlia. We are not in Springfield right now. We are, where are we? She drove me here. I have no idea where I'm at. I have no idea where I'm at, chat. That's crazy. I kind of need to figure out where I'm at. Hold on, chat. With the kitty, yes. Hold on. Tongue, tongue? Tongue, tongue? What does that even mean, bro? What up, Nathan? What up, Glenn? What up, Dahlia? Dahlia, triple hearts. Appreciate you for the likeses. Travis. What's the update? The update is that I tried following you, but not going through. What? Sam, what do you mean? Here, I'm gonna follow you back, Sam. I got you, bro. I don't know what's going on with the... You are somewhere safe, and that's all that matters. Yes. Yes, honey. Yes, baby. I am somewhere safe. Napier Noble, what's going on? He not talking to you. What? What do you mean he not talking to you? Sam at my account is private. Oh, damn, I'm so stupid. How did I miss that? I don't know why I thought she was talking to me, he was talking to me, I don't know. I have no idea. Nathan, what's going on, Nathan? Hiya, Barbie. So the plan is this. Well, you guys, first of all, I don't know if you guys are aware, the court ruled with the city, so I have to file an appeal. Once I file an appeal, I have to literally say that I am homeless and I need them to reconsider. Now, keep in mind that we still have the federal case, so the judge on the federal side could allow me re-entry, but I have to refile my temporary motion of, my motion for a temporary restraining order has to be amended. I have to amend that and file that with my new affidavit along with new supporting evidence of homelessness. So I need to get a statement from basically a housing agency to just confirm that this has now forced me into the streets because the judge doesn't know that. So I need to explain that to a judge, and hopefully they will be able to grant us access back home. Now, I do believe the city has until the 7th to respond to the case. I'm not entirely sure how they're going to, but we'll see. We'll see, chat. We'll see. One way or another. I'm so tired. I need me cuddles. I want cuddles right now. I just feel like we've had. Did you finish the apple? Oh my god, I have no idea. Will social services provide you a letter or assistance? That's a good question. I don't know. I have a letter already saying that I'm receiving, food stamps, which I think they were supposed to be refilled today because today's the 2nd. Or no, wait, is today the 2nd or today the 3rd? Let me check. Oh my god, sister, why am I just now seeing your question? My sister sent me a text message, y'all. She goes, "You stupid MFer, answer my stupid question." She's so nice, right, guys? The best sister ever. She just knows how to press my buttons. She's so mean to me. You have no idea how mean she is to me. She is so mean to me, chat. She is so mean to me. Yesterday, she told me I shouldn't even bother with my relationship with my husband and the new relationship I have. Yeah, she chewed my ass out in front of grandma. Brownie points, I guess. She's so mean to me. But she's also very sweet when she wants to be. She's just difficult. She is keeping it real, though. Yeah, she's keeping it real. I wouldn't trade her for anybody. I really wouldn't. She keeps it real. She's bipolar as fuck, but she keeps it real. And I don't call anybody else sister either, by the way, so. Yeah. She's a good kind of annoying that you can't get rid of. That's what it is. She's a good annoying sister. And I think she's shorter than me, chat. I think she's shorter than me. I have no idea how tall she is. I think she's like 5'2" or something. I don't know. She's short. You know what's funny is everybody thinks I'm like super tall, but I'm actually not that tall. I'm 5 feet but strong. Yeah, I'm 5'4", Dahlia. I am 5'4" inches. But big in all the right places. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Really nice. Yes. Yes. Tranquil. Why you got a marker on you? You got a marker, chat? Oh my goddy. LOL. Sorry, Sam. It's the truth. It's nothing but the truth. Ask my husband, he'll tell you. That's terrible. Love bug, what's going on? Ugh. Oh, is that our friend? That's not our friend. Sam has been quiet this whole time, chat, until I just said that. Sam has been super quiet. Sam was like, damn, I didn't need to know all that. I'm like comfortable on this couch. A little bit too comfortable, if you know what I mean. I'm here, fam, listening to you. I appreciate it. But sadly, this is not my house, so I can't get extremely comfortable. Sadly, I can't get extremely comfortable like I want to, which is annoying. I need to go back home. I want to go home. I want to go home, chat. LOL, been a minute, huh? It's been... How do you know? Well, yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. But eat Colton, chef. Oh, yes! I gotta get that apple that you were talking about. It's really sad, you guys, because I really want, like, to go home. Whoa, I stood up, like, really fast. Oh, holy shit, chat. Holy shit. I almost just Pass the fuck out. Wow. Oh my god. Are you Arabic? No, I'm Greek, actually. I was born in Greece. Your boy Lex here is Greek. Skinny, but still works. You look Thai. I don't know what that looks like, but okay. It's beautiful out here. I'm not gonna lie though. It's really beautiful out here. It's really beautiful. Do you guys know my friend lives under under the ground? Check this out. I shouldn't be doing this. Oopsies. It's so pretty. This place is very pretty. Oh, come on. How do I open it? Oh, there we go. There's kitties. Check this out, chat. Look, it's built into the ground. It's really cute. It's really, really cute. Yeah. Give me one sec, chat. I need to put something over that real quick. Hold up. Hold up. I can't have, stuff showing on the, yeah. I'll just not put that in view, I guess. She's only letting me stay here for tonight. So, yeah, I'm only staying here for tonight, chat. Oh, this place is beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Yes, I know, I'm being mindful. Ow, my tooth. What is that? Desne. Keep it deep. Stay pretty. Hold on, guys. I gotta reset the cat. There we go. Paw. Paw. Okay. Up. Up. Paper tea. Up. Estar ahí. Estar ahí. Estar ahí. Cállate, vete. There we go. Hi. I know. Our friend is here. Never mind. Escuchas. You don't like apples. Hey, te presté. Oh, my bad. You don't like apples. I know. Your kisses. Kiss. Gracias. And now it lays. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Oh, these screenies are good. Did you just go through the door? Yeah, she's very cute. She's very cute, chat. Very, very cute. Very cute. You have long, beautiful lashes. Uh-huh. Thank you, Dahlia. You came the kitty for tonight. You can name the kitty for tonight. Her name is... Hold on. I gotta mute this part because I can't say it on live. Hold on, guys. Her name is Majestic. That's her name. So in Celestican, that translates to... Dang. What is the word for that in Celestican? Trechutla? Trechutla. Ooh, we've got hummingbirds. Tractol. Tractol. I know I just heard one. I know I just heard a hummingbird. Come on now. She can be a magical unicorn kitty. Oh my god. That's funny. Trechutla. Trekol. Trekol. Oh, they're that side. It's on this side. They're over here on this side. Oh no, wait. They're on this side. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get one. You got some stains on. What? What are you talking about, Eamon? Okay, well, let's go back inside. Oh God, I thought I locked myself out by accident. You coming in? I guess not. What is a cardinal? Cardinal? What? Remember when you gave? Oh my God. What is with these crazy ass trolls, you guys? What is it with these crazy people? I love cardinals. They make me instantly smile. I don't know what a cardinal is. Trickle. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the fridge. I don't even know how to open a fridge anymore. That's crazy. Oh, wow. This is different. What do you got here? What are those? Raisins? Cherries. Cherries. This is different. That's actually really good. Krishna, keep Kai. That cat is lazy. What's a garbage app? Well, I have no idea where the garbage is at, chat. So I'm gonna leave that there for right now. I have to make sure there's like nothing sensitive in the background because I know I got like a lot of stalkers. So I'm not gonna take any more than what's not mine. So the Redbird, you found a place to stay tonight? Well, somebody offered for tonight, so just temporarily. I'm only here for tonight. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, Christina. This place is very magical. That's all I gotta say. It's very magical. And the woman who lives here is very special. Very, very special. She does a lot of great work for the man upstairs. She's been given a gift. She's been given an amazing blessing. Yeah. She gave me a key, and I told her, I said, it's okay. God has a plan. It's not here, unfortunately. And it's a very beautiful place. Very beautiful place. Do you guys want to know how a Celestican lives? You want to know the house of a real Celestican? I'll show you. I'll show you. She's a Celestican, just like me. It's very beautiful. The house is very beautiful. If I show you, you'll instantly understand. It's very magical. It's very magical here. You can feel the presence of God in the house, literally. By the way, there's no heating and cooling. There's no heating and cooling here. This house literally stays at the same temperature all year long. That's how crazy it is. Thank you, Dahlia. Alright. These were actually really good. Like, really good. Deshna, keep it deep. Thank you, Dahlia, for the likes. Appreciate it. Thank you for the thank you. Can I join? No, sorry.
Hello.
Yari. Oh my gosh.
There was one time there's a dude in my butt, right? And then as he was in there, I was trying to.
Really? Well, guess who's not staying a mod now? Oh, you were trying to request? You can add. You want to add yourself back up there? Send yourself up. I can't invite you. It won't let me invite you, girl. Oh my god. Why is your account private? Guys, this is my sister. She's crazy, just as a heads up. She's crazy. We were talking about you earlier. Oh my gosh, what the hell? Thank you for the likes, sis. Appreciate it. She's so sweet. Y'all, she left me a note. She left me a note and she goes, Colton, help yourself to anything. That's so sweet. I need more of this in my life. I need more of this. Ooh, thank you for the mustache. Yeah, that's so sweet. I need more of that in my life, chat. Okay, I really have no idea where the garbage is. At all. Because every Celestican lives differently. Colton, go wash the dishes. There aren't any dishes here. There's no dishes here. There's not even a garbage here, I don't think. It's different. It's not what you think. Let me see. Well, there's that, but like nothing gets used. I don't know. It's not my house, so I don't know where everything is. Go cook. Oh my god. That's an inside joke, and it's terrible because I'm literally in somebody else's house right now. All right, so sister, I'm gonna bring you up. Can you send a guest invite? Can you tell them what happened? Tell them, explain to them the joke. Explain to them the joke. Wait, how come I can't add you? Why can't I add you? I did send it. What the frick? Send it again, girl. It's not letting me. I don't see your name coming up here right now. Are you a good cook in proper sitting, are you? I am a good cook, actually. Go wash them clothes. Girl, oh my god, stop. So let me tell you guys what happened. Oh my gosh. I have no idea where I can put this. So, this, actually, I'm not even gonna talk about it because it was just so mean. The guy was so mean to me. He let me stay with him for like, he said, okay, when I got there, he asked me to clean up the dishes, do his laundry, wipe down the stove, cook him the sausage that was in the fridge. And I was like, what the like, what am I, your maid? But he was so mean about it. Like, the second I got there, he was, ¿Cómo estoy? Hold on, guys. I gotta pause. Okay, so the second I got there, the guy was like telling me to do all of these crazy things. And I was like, what? Like, that's so weird. Like I just got here. And I was mad about it. I was very upset with it. Visibly upset. Because, you know, why would anybody like expect you to clean stuff on your like, the second I got there, he was asking me to do all these things. He wanted me to separate his laundry clothes from darks to whites. And this guy, mind you, is in his 40s. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? So I called grandma, I was pissed. And I called my sister and I was pissed. My sister, mind you, was on his side. And she's like, just do what he says. And I'm like, what the fuck? And keep in mind, by the way, people have taken advantage of me because of my housing situation in the past. Immorally taken advantage of me. And we're to a point where it's like dehumanizing. So it was super triggering for me that this guy offered me a place to stay, and the second I got in the door, not even a half a second, he was telling me to do his dishes, clean the countertop, and he was yelling them out to me like they were orders. And I'm like, what the fuck? He wanted me to cook for him. And he said, and the worst part is, he said all had to be done in the morning. He wanted me to clean the bathroom, do the dishes, do the laundry, separate the blacks from the whites, cook the sausage. I'm like, what the fuck am I? Your maid? I go, give me a day to settle. Like, let me figure out what's going on in my life before I start just randomly doing 2 hours of work for you. So that was just so strange, and I felt so uncomfortable and so bothered by it that I literally left and I blocked him. And I told him, I said, I don't appreciate that one bit because I let you stay with me when you needed a place to stay, and I didn't ask for anything remotely close to that. I cleaned up after myself. I said, I expected you to do the same for yourself. And that was just so humiliating and degrading. This was right after the city had its preliminary injunction ordered, so I didn't have anywhere to go that night. So I slept out on the street, and then I ended up getting my eye infected. Remember, I was sleeping outside the hospital, and my eye got infected, and I was tired and sleeping. And I went to the hotel, and then he like asked me like some dumb questions from TikTok, and I blocked him. Yeah, it was weird, chat. It was so weird. So when sister goes and says, "Go wash the dishes and cook the sausage," she's referring to the crazy guy, the guy who literally tried to take advantage of my situation because I'm going through a hardship right now. A hardship that, by the way, I have no control over because I have a house. I just can't go to it. So, okay, chat. I'm gonna go take a 5 real quick, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause real quick, guys. Okay, guys, give me 1 second. Alright, chat, I'm back. I think I might have snacks in my bag, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Hold on, chat. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do. I got one. Yes. 2. Let's freaking go. Okay, chat. So I found out that I'm eligible to run for Ward 2 Alderman. So this means if you're in Ward 2, you can vote for me to be your next alderman. All I need is 122. Wait, hold on. I gotta double check. Hold on. I think it's like 122 like signatures from my ward. What do you think, guys? Should I apply? But here's the crazy part. I have to go to city council to put my my name in on the board of elections. But guess where I'm banned from? I'm banned from City Hall. So I can't even run because I'm banned from the City Hall's board. And that makes no fucking sense. So maybe that's why I can't go in, huh? Because you and I both know that... Testarai. Keep it there. Hold on. The cat says, let me in. Yes. Keep it there. I'm right. Yes, come here. Kai. 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 Trego. So, Kitty's hungry. Kitty has food. I'm hungry, okay? Kitty's been eating all day. Kitty has food. This is so cute. This is so cute. I like this place. Kitty is hungry. Where are you staying? I am staying with a friend until tomorrow. She's in a currently right now she's doing some activist stuff with a group of people downtown, which is crazy. All of my friends are activists, so we're all doing something different. I'm focusing on the housing, she's focusing on something else. Well, Yari, you're not my friend, you're my sister. And of course you don't do anything. She just likes to sit there and pick on me. That's her job. That's all she does, chat. That's all she does. She's like, not me. Thanks. We already know. We know you're not doing shit. We know you're not doing jack shit. Trust me, we know. Let me stop. Before she starts picking on me. Oh my god, what the fuck? With all y'all. What is wrong with the trolls, chat? What is wrong with the trolls? Oh my god. Mod you? Yeah, let me mod you, sis. Hold up. Oh my god, that's crazy. Thank you. If you would just do your job, that would be great. If you would just, And why is it that I can't? I have no clue what's up with these ass weirdos. I really don't. They're so weird, chat. It's been like overly like sexual too, like disturbing. Like very disturbing. Maybe it's because they know that there's a bunch of girls on my live and they're just trying to like get me banned or something. I don't know. It's funny. Can y'all believe I have more female followers than male followers? Oh my god. Right, it's Lori fucking trolls, chat. It's Lori fucking trolls. Like, literally, the Scam Slam trolls are back, y'all. It's crazy. Apparently, they threatened one of my friends. One of my friends messaged me, and he showed me a few screenshots of the conversation that they've been having, and apparently, they're threatening my friends and my family now. So, we're gonna have to address that again. We're gonna have to address that. I know my angel is not a troll. Please do not block my angel Martinez. She is a huge support of this channel, Yari. I'm gonna star her actually because I really like her. She's been very supportive and very sweet to me. Chat W in the chat, everybody. Honestly, W in the chat for my angel. W in the chat right now, chat. She's amazing, you guys. She's amazing. W in the chat, everybody. Please show your support for her. She's been nothing but special to me and very giving. So thank you so much. By the way, literally, my angel literally is like my angel because one time, I kid you not, I was trying to get food and out of the random blue, she sent me $20. I didn't ask for it, nothing. I shit you not. I didn't ask for it or anything. And all of a sudden I get a message from the bank that says, Angel Martinez has sent you $20. And I'm like, what? That's insane. So she's done this every single time without asking. I kid you not, you guys. I kid you not. every single time without asking. And it's always perfect timing. It's really bizarre, actually. I don't know how she does it. It's like she knows. Um, I didn't find a place. I was offered a place, but thank you. Who is sending guest requests? Chat. We're not doing guest requests unless you're my sister or my grandma. Sorries. By the way, I can't seem to add, um, unless Dahlia wants to come up. I'm gonna follow you back, Dahlia. Oh my god, it says your account is private. It won't let me follow you back. And actually, please keep it private. Please be sure to keep your accounts private, guys, because the trolls from these groups, they're hardcore. Like, for whatever reason, they just keep attacking my friends, my followers, and my family, and it's really just disturbing. It's really disturbing. These are all Lori trolls, you guys. These are all Lori trolls, and this woman is possessed, I swear. Okay, I can go up. Send a guest request. Let me see if I can add you up here. Why won't it let me add you? Oh, there we go. Accept. Yay! Hi, friend. Thank you for the likes, Damon.
Hi, it's me.
Hi, me. Nice to meet you, me.
Yes, it's me, Dahlia. You were saying it right.
The way you say it is so cute.
Really?
Yeah, you said Dahlia. I didn't say Dahlia. I said Dahlia or something like that.
No, I think you said it right.
I did.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You did. Oh, you're so sweet.
I try. Only sour when I want to be. I'm sweet.
Your sister. Your sister.
I know, my sister's crazy. I'm sweet in all the right places. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me
I love the
stop.
sense of humor. I love it.
Yes.
Yes, I
All right,
love the fun chat time we're having right now. Oh, yes. I've tried those.
That came from the hotel I was staying at. And if I tell you guys which hotel, I know for a fact. Don't let him fool y'all, sis. Don't even. Oh, thank you, Damon. Appreciate you. I know for a fact if I tell people which hotel I'm at, they're just gonna be stalking me, like they always do. Can you believe? Like, let me just talk about this. This is actually very serious. A person that works at the shelter in Springfield. Her name is like Haley or something like that. She made a video of me, and it's disturbing. It is very disturbing. Um, but it's hard to think that people are seeing me go through this struggle and they're making accusations, making false statements, they're attacking my friends, they're attacking my family, and it's literally on the news. So they come up on these lives and they interact with, they interact with you guys. They attack you guys in the chats and the comments in your inboxes. And it's like, what is going on? Why do I get so much hate, Dahlia? Why do
Because
they
not
come?
everyone has a beautiful heart, like some of us. The evil doesn't like the light,
I
right?
don't understand. Like, what did I do that is so bad for people to
I think
like?
people really love. Well, they don't think they're showcasing themselves, or maybe they
Thank you
just
for the
love
mod.
the
Thank you
fact
for
that
the
they're
mod.
showcasing themselves in such a manner. But
Yeah, like literally, my friend who I've known for over 10 years, he messaged me saying they messaged him and threatened him. They said something like, if he continues to be friends with me, they're gonna go after his family or something like that. It was really just
oh,
disturbing.
please, it's
I'm
like a
so
bully
sad.
at school, right?
Literally.
It's like, I find that so laughable because I've always stood up for other people since I was young against bullies, actually. And I always, chose the route of convincing them, and I pretty much did. The only time I think I had to defend myself
Yes.
physically was twice. because
Chat.
of a bully at school, where I had no other choice. And luckily, I was participating in a lot of sports, maybe short but strong, and they didn't know that. So,
Chat, if we haven't done this already, chat, y'all should make your accounts private. I'm dead ass. They are watching this live right now, and they are screen recording everything I say and do. And it's getting posted to YouTube. They're literally record. I'm not kidding. There's this crazy lady named Lori Whiteman who has been stalking me now for the last 4 months. She has a restraining order, and it's crazy. Yeah,
restraining order on what?
I filed a restraining order against her.
Jeez.
She's crazy. There's a lot of I'm getting a lot. You see that? We talk about her and look at all the spam chats.
You
Those are
need more
all.
mods in here,
I
that
know.
are basically in 1 second they're out. Yeah, definitely.
What's up, Kimmersonian? I'm hungry, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Hungry, tired, frustrated, sad, depressed, annoyed, angry.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
Understandably.
bad. Horny. That's the other one. Save that for my husband. Hi, Kimmersonian. Somebody called that borny. Is it called borny when you're like bored and horny? I don't know.
Okay, they just
Um,
really went all out with that one.
wow. Creative. So creative. But I'm so
Well,
tired of this. Like, I just want to go home. Why can't I just go home?
because they're enjoying it too much, I believe,
I guess.
right? I
Hmm.
mean, it's like, well, obviously everything they're doing is wrong. So,
It's seriously fucked up what they're doing.
well, like you
It's
said, if
beyond
they
fucked
could
up.
do that to you, they could do that to everyone, and it's just
Mm.
injustice.
They're
But then
doing.
again,
I
look
walked
at the
out of the
world right
court.
now.
Hi,
Look at the world
Commissioner.
right now. Hmm.
I walked
So,
out of court today. Um, when's the next hearing? The hearing was today, chat. The hearing was today, and the judge did not reconsider. She denied my motion for reconsideration. There was no evidence entered. And then get this, the attorney wrote the court's order again. The attorney wrote the court's order and it has misleading language in there. And I'm like, bro, this is not what we discussed in court. So it's totally fucked up, chat.
what? I hear something.
Right?
Yeah. It's a kitty scratching in the back or something in the underneath your bed.
So frustrating it is. Have you ever watched Gabe Horn? Who's Gabe Horn? I have no idea who that is.
I don't
Does
know.
anyone know who that is? I have no idea.
No.
Who is Gabe Horn, chat? Who is that? Okay, is that on purpose? Is this an inside joke? Oh my fucking god. Thanks, sis. That's funny as hell. They caught me. That's funny as hell. Have I ever watched gay porn? Oh, that? No. I don't watch gay porn.
These people and their questions.
I don't watch gay porn. I gay porn. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. That's terrible. That's terrible. Haha, joke's on you. Oh my god, that's terrible. Um the day I get to go back in the pod and do a live stream will be the day that I swear to God I'm gonna cry. I'm so not used to this, you guys. It's like I'm in a different fucking house every damn day. It's crazy. I just want to go home.
Feel you, but at the same time, I feel like that's exactly what they don't want, you know? So,
Yeah. I literally, like, my heart is just torn. I really don't know what to do. And then, like, tonight I'm here, but where am I going to be tomorrow night? I have no idea. I literally have no idea, guys. So, thank you, that gray defender. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. He's asking if um if he can join. I don't know. How much per night to rent a hotel? Honey, it's way too much. It's like $70 where I was at. The last one it was like $70 a night. It was pretty expensive, guys. And we don't have that kind of money, guys. We just don't have it. We don't have it. That's not cheap. That's expensive. Guys, that's not cheap. Rent should be no more than what about renting an Airbnb room? That's what I'm thinking we should do, guys. That's what I think we should do. I think we should just rent an Airbnb for like 7 days to a week. Just that way.
hmm
Yeah, every hotel wants a deposit. Yeah, that's expensive. So, guys, if we can come up with a way to do that, I think that would make more sense. If I can Airbnb for like a week, I can at least get to the court dates and then, yeah. So, I want to have a very serious conversation with you guys. Okay. And I think it's time that I have it. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to have it. Okay. The reason, the reason that I have not been able to get a job is because I have a self-defense case in Chicago. And every time I apply for a job, I get denied because of a pending charge. So, as a result of that, I have not been able to get a full-time job or even a part-time job. This has been hanging over my head for 2 years. And this month, on the 25th, I'm supposed to have trial. So hopefully, when this case gets dismissed, I can go back to a regular apartment and a regular job like everybody else. So, for everybody wondering why I don't have a job, it's not that I don't want one. It's because I haven't been able to get an opportunity to get one. Every time I apply, I get denied based on the pending charge. And that is why I'm working on housing reform. Because if you're not a convicted felon and you don't have a criminal past, there's no reason why you're getting denied for a job application. And there's no reason why you're getting denied on housing. I don't have anything in my record that would prevent me from getting a job. So that's why I'm fighting for housing reform. Because of this, I've spent 2 years and now I'm spending a third year because I can't even go home. I don't know where I'm gonna stay come winter. If I don't get through this month and I'm not back here in September, I don't know where I'm gonna go. There's no way I'm gonna be able to survive this winter. There's no housing options. I don't have a job, and I haven't been able to save enough to get housed. So the issue now is if we can get everyone to pitch in even a little bit, I might be able to save enough money to get an apartment in September. If I can get an apartment in September and this case is behind me, then there's no reason why I can't rent a regular apartment. So when is Chicago's case going to close? We'll know on the 25th at 3 p.m. of this month. We will know on the 25th at 3 p.m. because that's the day of trial. So we're hoping and praying for a good outcome. If I get convicted for self-defense, that's going to be insane. I don't think that's going to happen. The attorney has already said that we're going to win this case, and the judge is already on our side. Okay, the phone that recorded the incident I have in my hand right now. They gave me that phone back. They gave me my right to carry concealed back, so I know that I'm going to win this case. But there's never a guarantee, right? I've said I was going to win the case today, and look at what happened. So, we are doing everything we can to ensure that we get back. We get back. And once I get housed and I have a full-time job, I can pick up where I left off. So the reason why I'm having this conversation, this honest conversation with you guys, is because people keep asking why I don't have a job. It's not that I don't want a job. I've applied for jobs and I keep getting denied. So if anybody's, I'm very honest, I'm very transparent about everything. I think you guys are you see that. I think most of my followers see that. But I've also chosen along the way to live the way that God has asked me to live. So, what are your thoughts, Dahlia?
Well, I'm not working right now. So, and I wouldn't want to work if I had the option, but okay.
For blocking and modding the chat.
Well, my situation currently is because of they let off people at work, so basically with any excuse just to
Right. And
hire more people so they can pay them less. And then my car broke down, so then therefore I have no job, no way to fix it. Or like I said, if
my
I
haters
had,
my haters are trying to convince my followers that I'm some kind of a scammer because I'm asking for help. And
everyone receives help
they've
at
been
some
dead
point in
set
their life.
on like trying to convince my followers, and like my followers aren't buying it because they know better. Like they're not gonna like obviously people understand what I'm going through and they see it. And I've been very transparent about everything, and most people see that and they know that. But what bothers me is how I come on this app every day and I try to be positive and supportive of people, and there is an incredible amount of support. I'm not going to lie, I got an incredible amount of support from a lot of people, and I'm very thankful for that, including my angel, including other supporters, including you, who are just very sweet, giving, honest, loyal, kind, respectful on the lives, and that's really what I need right now. Because as I tell people this all the time, this can happen to anybody. And Yari, yes, Yari is at my corner every day. This can happen to anybody. Now, imagine if I had kids. Imagine if I had kids and this happened to me and my kids. And that's where I'm just like, how much more can I take? I don't know how much more I can take, you guys. If I go one more month without getting a job, I swear to God, I'm going to be devastated. If I go one more month without having a place to stay, to have stability, I've worked so hard to have stability in the last 2 years, and it's just been unfounded, unjust decisions by courts. That's why I'm suing. I'm so fed up with it. So, I'm sorry, Dolly, I cut you off. Go ahead, sweetheart.
No, I think you stood out as something too beautifully smart and too together that just highlighted, that people might follow your way, your ways, and they didn't like that, flat out, and they'll do anything to destroy it.
Pretty much. And what's funny is I haven't even said that. Everyone picked up on that. That's the crazy part. I haven't announced that. I've not even uttered those words. Yet everyone has picked up on the fact that they're only doing this for monetary gain. It's very evident the city doesn't want people to do what I'm doing. And that's why I have been evicted.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. And the judge is in on it. Like, how are you going to argue 5 federal protective laws that protect me against this type of eviction? Like, I kid you not, I put this through AI. I put it through AI and had it score a 10 out of 10 with a 75% chance of winning. And the judge still sided with the city today, despite having new evidence, despite filing an affidavit, despite showing the city had lead poisoning in their systems, despite showing that this was on track to have this evidence brought up. They're all playing for the same team, exactly.
They're all corrupt, exactly.
So
It's not about being fair any longer.
no.
It's about
I,
getting what
I
they
was
want.
amazed when she even allowed for me to submit new evidence. I'm like, there's no way. So technically, we didn't lose today's hearing because I was allowed to submit new evidence. Technically, we didn't lose this hearing. If you want to look at that, she allowed new evidence to be entered today. So that was a win. That was actually a win. So the preliminary injunction may have been denied, but at least it's a win that we got a chance to enter in new evidence. Because when I appeal it, it'll show. So we have 2 chances of winning in this case. Number 1, the federal court could grant the motion for a protective order, but I have to amend it. I have to rewrite it because there's new stuff on it that needs to be added. And I'll supplement the evidence on top of that, which is a statement saying that I'm homeless. But I have to get that somehow, some way. And I don't know. It's up to the federal judge at this point, guys. I'll go through the appellate court. I don't want to. We tried so hard to keep this case in the county, but it was heard by the same fucking judge. Today's reconsideration was heard by the same judge. And I don't even know, like, how that has happened. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, everything we're seeing now is obviously, we're just saying it's just one way, right? They don't want us to have a voice, so therefore they'll do anything
Why
to
is it
shoot it down.
going? That's a great question. So let me explain, guys. When the city of Springfield filed this preliminary injunction, they filed it at the court of Sangamon County. They filed it to the county judge. Okay. The county judge approved it. Doesn't matter that they didn't at first. It doesn't matter that they held it. It doesn't matter any of that. They approved it ultimately. Right now, I can't go home on the basis that the pod does not have utilities connected to the city. But you can't get utilities connected to the city because the city wants $1,800 to install a pipeline, and the home has to be on a foundation, and the home has to be greater than 400 square feet, and it has to have electrical, and it has to have a bedroom, a kitchen, a bathroom. They want all of those things. It has to have a driveway. They want all those things just to be able for me to live on my own property. So they want me to spend $80,000 to $100,000 to build a new house for one person. So it makes absolutely no sense. So we have literally hold on, guys, let me block these accounts real quick. Thank you. Yari, please don't engage. If you're going to be a moderator, don't engage. Just block them. We don't have time for that. So, um, what's happening now is the judge has forced my hand. Instead of reconsidering the motion and keeping the case open in her court, she doesn't want to hear it. So she ruled on the same that she did last time. Thank you, Demadin. Thank you for the rose. She knows that this has to go to appellate court. What she also knows is that I've opened up a civil rights lawsuit in federal court for the same conditions that the plaintiff has brought up before this court, which is a violation of my civil rights to practice and worship in my home, since the pod is being used in that way. And knowing this, she still decided to grant the preliminary injunction without putting a stay. There should have been a stay on this order. In other words, withheld judgment until that case has been reviewed by a federal judge. So what I did to kind of help speed things along, because I knew that it would be a backup plan if she didn't. The good news is that I already submitted a temporary motion for reconsideration, but also I'm in the process now of amending the federal one. So what this will do is the federal judge is going to say, this violates his federal protected rights. I'm going to grant that he be allowed to go back and live there on the merits of whatever he has submitted so far as evidence as being factually true, because it is. Now, the attorney tried to convince the judge today not to allow for my affidavit to be entered into evidence, because my affidavit is evidence. My affidavit states that I used the pod for religious purposes, and even though that's in there verbatim, the judge refused. And so I learned something today. It's a trick. If you don't read it out loud on the record, it's as though the evidence was never spoken and it never existed. If you don't read out exactly what you submitted, the judge can ignore it and they'll pretend like it doesn't exist. Yeah. So even if you e-file and they see it in the e-filing system, they don't have to acknowledge that it exists. But if you say it on the record in court, they have to acknowledge that it exists, that you made it a case. You have to literally specify this and then the exhibit number. And if you don't do it exactly in that way and then read what's in the exhibit, they are not required to consider that evidence, which I didn't know, but I caught on to that really quickly. So when I went to court today, I said, hey, I'd like to pull the exhibit from the food stamps in today's hearing. I'd like to submit new exhibits in today's hearing in consideration thereof for the motion, which the plaintiff argued for 30 minutes why it should not be granted, and I argued for 35 for why it should. And my argument was obviously stronger, and we won that part, which is critical for this case. So even though the judge did not reconsider the motion, she did accept the evidence. So that's a huge deal for the appeals process in this case. Because anyone with a right fucking mind, seeing the evidence I submitted, would never, ever have granted that motion for preliminary injunction. I mean, because you literally see the evidence is laid right before your eyes, as clear and present as it is. So, but I have reason to believe, because the attorney has been writing the judge's orders and having her sign it, that they're obviously in it together. Like, they're getting paid. The judge is literally getting paid to not allow this to go through. And so she's letting me fall for everything because she knows I'm not an attorney. I don't know to read the evidence in court. I don't know to call it out on the court. So she knows that. And so she used that to her advantage to make her final ruling today. Well, the reason that I have to say what I've filed is because she's not required. It's normal for the attorneys to write the order. It is normal for the attorneys to write the order when it's been granted in their favor. But when you're using language that's manipulative, that was not said by the judge to try to honor the favor. Both sides submit orders, right, but not a single one have I been allowed to write on behalf of the court. Okay. And it's very weird. Attorneys writing simple orders is standard, but I can see how that seems weird. It is weird. It is very weird. And it's like, that's the plaintiff. In no condition should an attorney be writing an order for a judge, because an attorney is not a judge. A judge should be writing their own orders. Like, no offense, but they should really be writing their own orders. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, Jen. So now, where are we at in this stage? Because I know everyone's watching and waiting for my answer. So here's where we're at. I have some tricks up my sleeve. And this is what we're going to do, chat. So sit in, popcorn it up, because I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Number one, very important thing. We need to write a notice to appeal. A notice for stay pending appeal. Sorry, wrong one. A motion for stay pending appeal. Now, it's not a reconsideration. It's a motion, which means it can be approved without a hearing. If it's denied, then I can appeal. If I appeal and the appeal is granted, then the case gets to go to stay. But here's the weird, crazy part. If the appeal is not accepted, the federal judge in the lawsuit case might still grant my motion to a temporary restraining order, restraining the city from kicking me out while the investigation is ongoing. So we still have some slight chances to be able to get this occupancy back. There's another thing that I can do, and it's the long route. I don't like it, but it's the very long route. Sell the property, use the funds from that property to go outside of the city limits and build a pod outside of the city limits. But if we do that, no one would have the opportunity in the future to do what I just did. And all of that work, all of that time would be for naught. Now, mind you, even if I sell the property, it's not like it's going to happen immediately. It's going to be a process, right? The other back door to this case is suing the utility company separately from the city of Springfield. So because I didn't have utilities, I was forced out of my home, and the city violated my right to worship when they filed an injunction that was later granted. So there's two cookie cutters to this. That's why I'm suing CWLP on the 17th of August. So guys, be patient, because on that day, there's going to be a preliminary injunction on the city, and we have enough evidence to meet the burden of proof, because it's undeniable. The emails come directly from the city. The invoice comes directly from the city, and they just made a publication that shows that they have a 21-year issue in fixing this problem. So it's being heard in 5C, not 5D, which means it's by a different judge, which means we have a high chance of winning. This is a 95% chance of winning the lawsuit for the city. I mean, it's a small claim. It's $2,000. But that's enough to get us at least a place to stay for a month, and maybe even hire an attorney. And if we can do that for the federal side, I mean, that's a no-brainer, because the federal will win regardless. The federal case is an absolute $1 million case. I wouldn't be making that up. If I were to make that up, I wouldn't be on here. It's the truth. We're gonna win this automatically for the pain and suffering. We're gonna win it because of the violations and due process rights that they have violated. It's very simple. They also destroyed property. They have destroyed portions of my property, which they're getting sued for. I'm allowed to sue for. So the federal case is very easy. It'll take 2 years to dissolve, but I will win that. That's a guarantee win. But if I can get a federal judge to grant the temporary restraining order, we've already said fuck you to the county judge. And she needs to resign. She really needs to resign, you guys. Because she's impacting not just my life, but the lives of others. Now, here's the sad part. This is how you know I'm not selfish, okay? This is how you guys know I'm not selfish. The sad part is that if the judge actually does approve the TRO, the temporary restraining order, it would only be applied just for me. It won't work for everybody else. So this means if someone who's homeless in downtown Springfield wants to build a tiny house on a vacant lot, they would be in trouble, and it wouldn't work for them because that case would have to be that's a separate matter, separate thing. That's why I was hoping to win the county case, because if I won the county case, then you could just cite City of Springfield versus Hayes in any instance and they can't do shit. Because you would know that you're allowed to do it, basically. You can cite that in civil court. Say, well, it was determined that Colton Lexus had the right to do this, and if he has the right to do this under his faith and his conditions, then so do I. Especially if you want to be a Celestican. So that's the purpose of this, is to allow for people to practice their faith and religion. Obviously, for me, I'm doing that. And yeah. So Dahlia, after hearing all of that, what do you think?
I think it sounds very positive for you.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I have something to tell you by DM. I think we met for a reason.
Okay.
Definitely. I'm excited about it. To tell you something that I guess could help out as well. Someone that you can get in contact, basically.
Okay. Well,
Let's just say he doesn't like to lose.
let's say what now?
He doesn't like to lose. Let's just say that.
Me neither. By the way, I don't think anyone has ever fought eviction court this much as I have. I've been to court, what is now? How many times have I been to this court? I've been there 3 times, yeah? I had a 4.5 long hour evidentiary hearing. The longest evidentiary hearing known in the United States of America for an eviction. An eviction. I set the state's record for the longest eviction hearing ever. 4.5 hours. That's insane, you guys. So, you know I'm good when I'm challenging it for 4.5 hours. I sat in there with a binder full of paperwork. It's in the news. Go watch it. It was 4.5 hours long, that hearing. That's almost 5 hours of debating and cross-examining evidence. And what do you think the judge did? She wasted everyone's time because she knew her ruling, even though we went through all of that. How many of you guys seen the video on YouTube where I was challenging it from Illinois Times' website? Have any of you, Dahlia, have you seen that or no? Thank you, Pamela.
No.
Appreciate it. Yeah, the video is out on YouTube. You can watch the whole hearing. The evidentiary hearing was recorded for 4.5 hours long.
Wow.
Mod, do your thing, please. I have no clue what he's saying. I'm not repeating that. Thank you for the free UI. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jorgangol. Thank you. Thank you. So, I'm gonna lay down while I'm doing this, guys. I'm literally just letting my phone die.
You never really ate. You just had crackers and cherries.
I don't have any food here. This isn't my house.
Well, didn't she say you could help yourself to anything?
I know,
I
but
did say that.
what she has in her fridge is nothing. It's nothing that I can eat.
Oh.
Yeah, like yeah. I don't want to,
Yeah.
be picky, but it's the truth. There's nothing in there that I want. I'm trying to find a place to stay, guys. I'm only here till tomorrow. She's only letting me stay till tomorrow, so I gotta leave here at 3, or before 3 rather. One of my followers on TikTok offered me a place to stay for tonight, which is very sweet because I had no idea where I was gonna be. So,
You have someone else lined up that she mentioned about
yeah, but people do
one
that
of
and
them and they don't follow through.
yeah.
Mm.
So hopefully, I mean, I'll reach out to her, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I do have to call my this girl I'm talking to back to let her know I'm okay. So I'm going to end the live here, guys, and keep you guys posted. So nice talking to you, Dahlia.
Good night, and to Kitty as well.
Thank you.
Try to rest. Try not to stress. I know
Okay.
that's hard.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.